Greetings, everyone. Welcome. We're going to jump into a premiere draft of Crimson Vow here. Not much to say about that other than this is our option right now. The bombs. You got to laugh off the bombs or you're going to go nuts. Like we did that yesterday. We just had we had an interesting game of Magic that was ended pretty quickly by Yield 6/6 Demon Doubler. And it's going to happen, right? I don't know. If we're going to let that get to us, it's like letting Mana Screw and Mana Flood get to us. And you can roll your eyes at it, but if you let it get to you, you're going to be so miserable playing this game. So top to draft mode. If you don't want to be miserable playing this game, get your stuff from cardkingdom.com. They'll get you all the tools you need to crush at this game. By invitation only, we could kick off with a Wrath effect. Interesting Wrath, right? Yeah, Wrath is less replaceable. Hero's Downfall may have a better win rate or something. I'm kind of keen on taking the Wrath because, yeah, because it's not just a Wrath, right? I mean, well, most of the time I think it resolves like a Wrath, but if I've got 5 creatures and you've got 2, naming 2 does not suck, right? So let's go ahead and take it and see where it goes. And from here, if I just ignore this and say what's the best card, that's tough. Unfortunately, it's not a very good pack on that front. Piercing Light is removal, but I don't think it's the best card. It's white, but again, I'm not even thinking about that. Scavenger, kind of... Farmer and Scavenger, I guess Scavenger's a little better than Farmer, but both of these are just super solid mid-curve black creatures. And I think I would start on Scavenger first. Hunter also nice. But I suppose it just feels rough. Or maybe it's like Raconteur, like... I think this is just better because you get your value right away with the Scavenger. Raconteur, you need to do a little work. And this is probably the better color. All right. Drogskull Sentry. If you're going to Wrath a bunch of stuff, turning it into auras for the stuff that is left behind isn't the worst. But security, probably good enough here. You just need a little bit of blood. And then this becomes something else, you know. 5/5 draw card attacker. Yeah. I think it's the best card here, right? There's Chill. I like that. I like, again, the infantry. These are some fine curve fillers for those colors. Malice has some play in the format, but we're going to take security. Raconteur does its thing in specifically I've had it in blue-red, heavy non-creature, and it did do the thing, especially operating at instant speed, so you could flip it to night. If you can flip it to night and fire off some instants that don't even flip it back to day on your opponent's turn, it felt pretty powerful. Then we're going to take a Twin Blade Geist here, though. Nice follow. I like Blood Fountain, too. Again, I would rather be heavy in one color than split in 2 by pick 4 here, but this is worth splitting in 2 over. Especially since we want to play the Invitation if we can. And Ancestor is fine here. Maybe we get a Slayer on the wheel or something. No black cards, which is worth noting. But Ancestor solid. No, I don't shy away from black. It's worth noting. You keep that in mind. It would worry me if the pack were laden with black. Right? Yeah, I think we'll take Geist over Adamant Will or Shield Basher here. But if the pack were let's say it had a Bleed Dry and a Hero's Downfall and a Scavenger in it or something, then you want the 1/3? What? What 1/3? None of these are 1/3. I don't know. I'm gonna take the 2/1. Lost my train. Oh yeah, if you're pack is stacked with black, then you're more likely to sprinkle black down the row, and then you got a bunch of people who might fall into black because they have one good black card and whatever else they've taken. But passing one good black card and the rest whatever, which I feel like that's what the case was, it's not that you're not sending the whole table in a direction that you don't want them to go. What direction do I want to go? I'm not taking a Wandering Mind here. I guess I take a Basher over a Knife, but not sure. Maybe I should have just taken the Knife there. Feels like black is very much a maybe anyway. So I'm going to, or maybe take a Reckless Impulse or even a Celebrance. This is a bit like there's very good red here. I think we should take the red signal. Griff Rider is okay. But there's enough going on here. Slinger I don't like because best of one, sometimes just a 4/3 for 4. Celebrance is nice because, yeah, this, I was going to say, I thought you said Celebrant. I like the multiples. We're going to get Celebrance because of the blood. Reckless Impulse is good too, though. Or Celebrance because it's a 4/4 menace that brings blood, not just the blood, right? Interesting. Mind Leech Ghoul and Slayer both help fill out the 2s, but we seem heavier white, and our best card is white, so I'm going to take the Slayer over the Ghoul. Swarm still being here is a bit of a signal too. You're right, and we could even take that. I guess yeah, let's take it. Sorry, a little last second grab of the Swarm because we only know we're white. We can do anything else, so let's keep that in mind. Piercing Light though, I think I'm going to take here. It was the only other white card in this pack, so that's a good sign for our commitment to white, and we can further solidify the white. Take the these are playable, but I like taking the. Yeah, there's reasons to not take the light there over other cards, but I do like solidifying the white with that pick there. And Chill is nice here. Maybe we are. Seems to be a lot of blue late in these packs. I thought red looked open, but after the trio of red cards, it's not like they were heavily available. I think I just want a interaction over that High Flying Spirit. The inability to... Not that it matters, but come on, Wizards. Come on. Foreboding Stat... Oh, we got Quartermaster. Never mind. That's a perfectly great place to start. I'm liking a Bleed Dry. I'm liking a Flame Blessed Bolt. But we're not certain of our second color, and Quartermaster is quite excellent, so we're going to start there. Valorous Stance. Not as good as a Braid, but we know we're white. I'm taking the Valorous Stance. This deals with a lot of the bombs in the format, a lot of the stuff that you just have trouble with, that 4 toughness. Waltzer could hedge towards the Celebrants, but again, I feel like blue's been more open and we could just take the Syncopate or the board here. What do you think? Are we on Waltzer for sheer power or Syncopate for what has felt open, most open? And it's true, that's a good point, Gar, that blue-white likes the Wrath because of being able to sack all these disturbed creatures. And are you with me on Syncopate over the board? I found it good enough if you are doing things to mill creatures and otherwise trigger the board without having to spend on it. If you're not spending on the board and it flips, it feels great. But if you're spending to flip it, it's way too clunky. Knife, Spirit, or Essence. We were just on Spirit here. I think so. We need 2s if we're going to be... and blue does seem pretty open here, so I like where we're headed. Winged Portent. Ostensibly, this is where you might like it, but even then it's not good. Yeah, I think Whispering Wizard doesn't need to do too much before you're pretty happy. I do like a Cruel Witness as well. That's the other thing I'm thinking about. The Skav is playable, even without the obvious fodder. But I think let's take the Wizard. Rallier or Siphon Essence? Well, we've taken this Wizard. Let's lean into the spells a little bit, especially over a very medium creature. Ooh, nice pack for us here. I like Chill. Gutter Skulker has gotten it done. But I really like a Chill. I'm going to take a Chill. Yeah, I like the Skulker too. Maybe I should have taken it. I don't know. Maybe I'm leaning too much into the Wizard here with that pick. This is not necessary. Neither is this, but both are playable. I don't know. Heirloom. I'm going to take the Monstrosity. That's true. Let's cut this. Yeah, having an Heirloom isn't the worst in case of, like, emergency. What's this Flame Blessed Bolt doing here? I don't understand red in this draft. I'm taking it. I'm not playing that ambush. I'm cutting this from somebody on principle. There's an Heirloom we could grab. Runebound Wolf is solid too. Red does seem open, like maybe it was just light in the packs. I don't know. Maybe I should just take that Spirit. Again, I just don't like it at all. Waltz are still here. Ugh. And I did take the Bolt. We can just take an Entomber. Whew. You like Fear of Death? All right. I'll take a Fear of Death, I suppose. I just feel like red is being very pesky this draft. Being kind of open. Like, not there at all, or like wildly there. I think they're pretty important. They're always important. Like, we'll probably just take Thalia and call it an important 2. I mean, you can make a case for the Catgeist. Yeah, it's not great here because it increases all those costs, so you can make a case for the Catgeist instead. I don't want to take an Evolving Wilds here. I do want to take a 2, though. And you're right that this is more on plan than Thalia, so... Thalia gets in our way, but it gets in everybody's way. I would still run her. Like, if she wheeled, I would pick her and run her, but I do believe that the Catgeist is better. Is this any good? That seems as like I've lost to this before. First part isn't important, no. But, yeah. But we can take something real. How about Scattered Thoughts? Or Egg. I'll take the Mythic because it's Mythic. I don't know about this gang, but we'll take it and take a look at it. I feel like at least we have a, you know, we're at 22 cards, early pack 3. We're going to be fine, so we can hedge a little there. Maybe another Essence here over nothing. Yeah, we say this is the deck. It's the color pair. I don't know if this is the deck, though. We'll see. We'll take a Siphon Essence here, I think, over the Retrieval. All right, there's a 2 I can get behind. There's also a Lantern Bearer. But this is kind of made for this deck and is a nice curve filler. You like Lantern Bearer over the Drake? I mean, Lantern Bearer does help this, but I don't want to worry too much about the Hallowed Haunting. I'm gonna go with my gut. I like the Drake. Assistant. This isn't going to be good for us. Well, we can just take a another Siphon Essence. Like a Nurturing Presence. Yeah, we could do that. Maybe that's the thing for us. Let's try this. I think I finally am with you on Nurturing Presence as being the correct play for this deck. Oh, too bad. Like, look at this pack. Can we just get these 4 and call it? Instead, we got to choose which of these, and we'll take a Twin Blade, but passed a lot of infantries for being a white deck when white is clearly pretty open. Entomber could get us going. Do we just want the Geist, though? Yeah, we're pretty good at 2. Let's take a top end. If we were low at 2 and had top end, I think I would switch that pick. But I think in this case, that's fine. Those are both pretty whatever for us at that point, I think. We'll take a Retribution here. Nice. Interaction. Heron of Hope, pick 9. Nice to see. We can take that. There's also the Cradle, which, as pointed out, really makes the Storm Chaser Drake a lot better. But I think we just want a Heron. We don't have a lot of 4s anyway. Cradle does play well. Take a Scattered Thoughts. That works with somewhat what we're up to. We got some cuts to make. I like that too. Piercing Light. Siphon Essence or a Stitched Assistant. I think we take an Assistant. There's probably places where we'll just go ahead and sack a Twin Blade Geist to it or something. Last pick, chill. Well, blue lane was open. A lot of cuts to make here. I think we cut a Monstrosity. We don't need that as our top end. Probably don't even need the Heron here. We're going to try this thing. Let's see. So let's first look at Disturb count. Curious on that. Oh, let's cut that. Oh, that's already cut. I thought that card draw was in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3 natural enchantments. So we've got 8 things that trigger, well, 7 because it counts itself there. So there's only 7 cards that trigger the Haunting at all. I think we gotta cut the Haunting. That doesn't make sense to me to run it here. I don't think we got there. Close. Like 9, I think I'd be happy, but I really want to be doing the thing there. How many other enchantments / disturb creatures do you want before running this, Alexis? Curious. Yeah, Portent. I mean, let's see about the flying. Thing is, I think I'd rather just have Scattered Thoughts. Like, we already have that job done. But we can take a look at flying. We have this makes them. So figure this is like, call that 1 at least. 2, 3. This makes 4, 5. I see what you're saying. I mean, we do have a couple of token makers. I just hate the fail case here. We can't pay the green. I agree with what you're saying, Alexis. So way too many though. I think you can. I think there's like if I had 12, like if I had 4 pieces of enchantment removal and then 8 good disturbed cards, then I think you're running that. I mean, I'm just trying to go to a place where I think it's a pretty clear yes. You know, like yeah, I would run it there. But here we are at 7 others, and it's like nah. So I don't know. I think there's the gray area between 7 and 12. Anyway, 5 more cuts. I do want 17 land here. Maybe a piercing light. Let's take a look at our non-creatures. We want to, like, we have our wizard that we're trying to work. Yeah, we got to cut some of this non-creature, but let's look for bad creatures first. Are we happy with all these creatures? Like, I don't think we even want the Shield Basher. Zez wants to cut the Swarm. I think we want the Swarm in. I think this is just good. And I think the Chills are good too. We don't necessarily need 3 of them. But also the Chills work well with the Siphon Essence, where you say, okay, I'm going to counter something, or I'm going to tap down and freeze a creature. Although, of course, in that world, you need to let them attack first and then decide at the end of their turn to chill instead, which is hardly ideal. But yeah, the blood tokens are nice there. Yeah, I like chill. Like chills are just generically good. Like if you have inevitability, like if you feel like the late game is yours, chills are your friend because they're just going to get you to the late game. Have you been on the aggro side of an early chill where you're like, okay, I got a pretty good aggro start. I got a pretty good chill. Okay. Big butt. And then you're just like, well, none. I got no damage in. Yeah, I get you. 2 mana is a lot better than 3. I don't know if we have any zombie. How many zombies we got 1 zombie. Do we end up with that? Our Stitched Assistant, which we could even make a case for cutting. Yeah, we can let go of Fear. Fear is the mind killer. It is basically always 3. I still like it. It's not great, but it replaces itself. I mean, it's not great. It's good. I still think it's good, but it's just not great. It's great at 2 and it's good at 3. Yeah, I'm probably getting there. I'm leaving him in for now because I'm trying to find the stuff that we just don't like at all. Like, again, I think maybe we don't... If we're low on creatures, I think we get rid of the assistant. And then we can cut a Siphon. You could even cut a Siphon and a Chill. But this is where it's like, I don't know, what's our worst interaction? Do we like the Piercing Light? I guess that gets in... You know, I cut the Piercing and keep a counterspell. I'll put... There's still talk about keeping the assistant, so let's put that in, and then... oh, I see what's going on here. Here, I'll bring this back. We'll take another look. Now let's look here. Well, maybe we don't keep Retrieval either. I brought it back as Alexis is pointing out what I was thinking about, which is sometimes you just want to go ahead and like, especially the Catgeist, like Catgeist, Assistant, Sack Catgeist, Storm Chaser, Suit Up Catgeist in down the road. You know, that seems good. Honor Bound, yeah. I think we're going to try to get there on, like, it looks like we have, I mean, we have only 12 creatures, but we have Scattered Thoughts right now, 3 Chills. So there's a lot of card draw. If you think of our deck as thinner, the ratio of creatures to deck sizes is better than it seems. Yeah, I'm down with cutting a Siphon Essence. And then I'll take chat's suggestion. I think I'm going to leave the flyer maker out for now, but we can cut. This is for cuts. We'll say stitched for the stitched assistant. We're going to say retrieval. We're going to say chill. And we may, you know, there's arguments to bring other stuff back in too. And I'm going to say siphon as well. We could run 3 chills and 1 siphon, for example. But let's start here. See what you think. You can say other in chat and name your alternative, and if there's a big landslide for other, I'll of course take that into consideration. I think a lot of this time, this is just going to be like a 3-2 for 3. But that's a D, you know, and if your card is a sometimes D and sometimes you can make good use of it. I mean, we're not talking about this as some ace in the hole. We're talking about this as, is this our 23rd card, right? So my expectations of it aren't insane. Well, no heavy voting, which indicates either I have a low audience or that it's just... it could be just tough, like people just aren't sure, like I'm gonna let somebody else figure it out, but I'll do it, fine. Democracy matters. We'll do that and see how this goes. Let's see if there's any bling redemptions. Nah. And there also, I think there's probably some people who don't even think I'm asking the right question. Like I'm supposed to bring in, you know, Heron or Piercing Light or is it the Fear of Death, right? So there's options we're not even playing that were totally legit considerations as well. Yeah, we might. Let's see. In terms of, oh, we need to name this though. A lot of back and forth here, and we were talking about the 4 counter swirls, so I'm going to call this Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Should have had 4 counters. Let's do something different. I don't mix up sleeves enough when people don't buy them. I mean, how can we never use a sleeve with dogs on them? A dog on it. Come on. Don't tell Rocket.
Thank you.
Don't get cocky. Now we're gonna 0 for. Now we're just gonna 0-3 because of that accidental meme firing. Magic gods are gonna be like, "Oh, you got one, do you?" Magic gods, it was just an accident. I'm not being cocky. Don't punish me. This looks good. I did enjoy Kaldheim. Is it the quick draft or is it an alternative? Is there like a human draft with it? I might do a quick draft just to stress test the system, but I don't feel any great need to run back to it right now. I did enjoy it, though. Had good aggro, had good control, you know, good long game strategies. guess we have double white. Just looking at... but we have Alchemist Retrieval that we could draw. It doesn't really matter. Just taking a look. But at least that was two very good shades. Aggro and control. At least I like those matchups. It was kind of, maybe it's more like Guilds of Ravnica, where it's hard to say Guilds of Ravnica was a good draft format, but I can say that I really enjoyed the gameplay of Boros versus Dimir. So now... do I even care about this thing? I mean, I'm going to fire it off, but they might play a blocker that could actually block the Twin Blade. So I'm going to go ahead and take... well, it's also got... never mind. It's they're not going to block it anyway. So I'm going to take one to see if we get a better target for the chill. All right, we don't. So I'm going to fire it off. Oppo missed a land drop. We're going to try and punish that. And now we have one of those spots. We could Stitched Assistant a Twin Blade guys to double, but that just feels wrong, right? That's just not the value train we're looking for. However, Stitched Assistant is a zombie that sets up cheap chills. We can start with an attack, though. I kind of like Twin Blade. And we have Fierce. Oh, they're going to do that, huh? Well, all right. That means... probably Stitched Assistant for no value other than to make chill cheaper, and then on 5 mana we can chill and double strike up the assistant. And if Oppo stays stuck on 2, that's going to be a powerful play. So that's what I'm going to set up. They found their 3rd land, and effectively their 4th, so the mana is fully unstuck, but we still have a shields down moment here. I like Twin Blade Hardcast and Twin Blade as Aura here, and then we have Chill and Retribution coming up. You can even Hardcast this if they play something stupid. So let's do that. Well, that's the kind of thing we want to have happen with the Stitched Assistant still in hand. A little too much mana for us right now, but we got a lot of card draw on the deck in terms of more chills and the actual just card draw spell. So I feel like we're decently advantaged in a long game, but right now we're facing the Screw Beats Flood situation, right? Our 7 mana to their quasi 4 is really a benefit to them right now. They're effectively +3 on cards with good operational mana. We're going to pass here, though. Yeah, we don't see the heirloom much, but a fine call out that this is actually quite good against us. And whenever I've found myself in a spot to play the heirloom for the ramp and the fixing, like if I got a 3-color big top end deck, then I really like an heirloom in it. And when I've had that happen, I've never not gotten some sort of value out of the exile clause. This is an instant, so we can just pay 6 and pick off the Purifier if we want. We can also just chill it and decide if we want to do that later. I'm going to let them attack with the Escort, though. We're definitely not doing anything about that. Huh, they didn't attack. They had a free attack, but maybe they were worried about, I don't know what. Probably good enough to just... spend 6 on it, but yeah, if we chill it, we can maybe find more to do with our turn. Tron and Mike are on chill for action. Chill for action seems fine. We'll do that.
All right, everyone. Chill.
Well, with the way things are playing out here, I mean, I could do this for one, and we could end up with a Geist, and they could end up with a, well, Purifier. So that's... let's, do we hold land? What do we have blood-wise? Do we have anything to do in terms of rummaging or looting? Checking that out before I act. We don't, so I may as well play lands for the card draw. Oh, yeah, it's Siphon. Sorry, I was thinking, I forgot they made blood. Yeah, we have a little bit of blood, but I can play one. All right. Interesting. What do you think of that? I mean, we could do this naming one and have the only creature on board. It would, or this naming one. Feels like maybe that's fancy play, and we just better to use it as a wrath effect later, since this is going to stay frozen again. Yeah, I agree. Chat's where I landed too. It's just not right. Not a little fancy play, a little not what we need right now. Now we're gonna take some knocks from them and let them build out a board a bit. Especially with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm even gonna show the flood. But at 19, we can take some smacks even from a life. Although they get to draw cards. Maybe I shouldn't do that. So I have the retribution for that though. I kind of forgot this drew cards, honestly. So, yeah, let's just play it for cheap. Not that it matters here. Yeah, I could wait till second main, but why take the damage? Ah, there you go. That's exactly why, right? Because they may have done that. Fair enough. Now I feel like we could go invitation, wipe, spirit, and then spirit will be able to yeah, this thing bolts, so we can't play that. 2 free sacks, but to what? What are we sacrificing these to? That's true. But we can replay it right away with enough mana, right? 2, 5, wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's 5, 6, 7. This is 9. We're 1 mana away from being able to actually just cast it. So maybe that's a reason to actually play out the island. So we can go by invitation only, Steelclad Spirit, suit it up. Although I don't like suiting up a defender, to be honest. That being said, probably worth taking 6 to see what they play, but I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to pass. I don't think we're going to need to do invitation. I don't think I want the invitation into Steelclad into Geist. play anyway. Now let's see if they have the discipline to not add to this board. To say, hey, look, I'm getting through for 6. I'm just going to leave it be. I don't know if that's discipline or just lack of things to do. It is effectively 9 with the eventually invitationing, but we're going to do that now, right? We go, now we got an invitation. And yeah, they're going to get the Geist, right? But I mean, what do we do? Take another 9? Or, you know, take another 6? Virtual 10? So I guess that's what we got. And then we can play our Spirit at least. Spirit Quarter. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm forgetting that, like, we can make them commit. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I'm using that enough. That's kind of what I think was Tron saying, you know, like, hey, or maybe it was Alexis, we have 2 free sacks, right? So let's actually build towards doing it. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Now I'm questioning, but I'm gonna commit. I know it does the thing, but I think we got to do this, and we can still do the all-important Twin Blade Geist. Although, you know, kind of we lose the Twin Blade Geist either way, because if we let it go to the yard, they're going to get it with Heirloom. If we pass the turn and they don't have anything else to do with the mana, they're going to exile it with the Aura's effect. So be it. I like that the Spirit can block the spawn at least. I get it, Arcanite. I did it anyway. We still have a sweeper. I'm hoping what this does is get them to commit more to the board. And then, let's say they play another creature. Then we could play by invitation and sack the assistant for 2 and sack the assistant and the quartermaster, knowing that the quartermaster would die anyway. Really, at this point, I'm trying to hang on for the cavalry of extra cards. We're going to draw our counter spells right after they've emptied their hand. You can feel it. Yeah, they're going to eat the free sacks over time. I've got 1 right now left. Well, now we got an easy chump. They're going to see it coming, but this is pretty straightforward. I'm just glad they committed. And effectively, they wasted removal, because by sweeping... too bad we can't invitation... Oh, maybe we can. Wait. So if we go... If I go Wizard, invitation only, name... That's just fancy play, because we still end up sacrificing the spirit token that gets made, right? So no difference between invitation into Wizard or Wizard into invitation. Yeah, it's even worse, right? You see what I was trying to think, though, right? I forgot the spawn for a second, but my gamer brain was at least trying to leverage this to the max, but spawn kind of puts a kibosh on that anyway, if not just the observation I just made. So let's just go. Gotta choose 13. Took some extra clicks, but totally worth it. played out the land so we can dump hand. Cue something that makes blood now. Turning it up to 11 would be another acceptable answer to that question. Oh, we'll draw one now. Now here they'll like play out a land, be completely empty-handed, and then we'll draw the, or we'll just keep flooding.
Oh, here comes the flood.
Well, flip it, villager. I don't know what else we got. We can't do anything else. It is what it is. Appa with the fangs, us with doom. Feeling pretty doomed. Solid choice, deck. Solid choice.
We will say goodbye to flesh and blood.
Screwbeat flood big time there. It's our game though. Just a variation on the 7-mana demon showing up. If I had a knife, I'd run it. There was a couple of spots where we had an option, took other things over it. But yeah, I would like a knife here. Just magic being magic. I like that with chat's help, I played that better than I feel like I played yesterday. So, you know, took our lumps, but didn't outright punt. Well, it was a big day around this house yesterday. My daughter is 20 feet away recovering from her 4 wisdom teeth being ruthlessly yanked out of her skull. And then it was my son's last day at Dick's Drive-In. Put in a couple years at a job that a lot of people don't make a couple of months. Yep. Had 4, pulled them all. Nice. Twin Blade Geist, Nurturing Presence. Strong. Risky, maybe, but we have Retrieval to save if we wanted to. Anyway, this is pretty good looking opener. That's what I said about our last disaster, though. It was a big deal for him, not only leaving a job he's been at for a while, but his first job. You know, it's been his big part of his life for a long time now. Might have to use Retrieval to reset a pup at some point, but we're going to just start going down the path of our plan here. Yeah, I'm just saying eventually. Mike says, hold up, Essence. I should have said that. I'm just excited about eventually presencing. I kind of like presence when we have Syncopate up to protect it more than just the Retrieval. At least the pup's not growing, and now we can counter any wolf spell. Definitely if we're staring at a pup that's not growing, and we're against green that has a lot of werewolf options at 4, we're going to definitely hold the Essence here. And yeah, we'll also send in, they could double block and potentially trade, but that would be fine with us, right? That'd be great. The only reason not to swing was if we felt like we wanted to be on defense against this stuff, but that's not the plan here. We'll see how it goes, but I kind of like Nurturing Presence with a very narrow Syncopate protecting it. I am, Siriana. That's one reason I got started quick today. I do have a chunk of stuff to do between this stream and the sweatsuit, so... The sweatsuit is a weekly tournament conceived of and executed by Hunter Pence and his moderators. And it's a 32 streamer, 4 pod, best of 3 single elimination draft showdown. And it's recently been upgraded by support from Wizards, and now they have cash prizes and gem prizes as well. Ooh, really I wanted to Siphon Essence a 4-drop creature, but that's worth taking care of here with the Syncopate, honestly. Now we don't have presence protecting the presence with the counterspell, and if we play the presence, we don't have Siphon Essence for a possible pup support. I am going to swing. Yeah, I'm going to do Mike's line after thinking that through. I really want this Siphon Essence up, especially because we're flooding a bit, and we want that blood token, and we want to keep the Paxson Song pup from growing. They're not blocking, they're not attacking. I know, Oppo not really thinking it through. Unless they, maybe there's something going on in hand I don't understand, but generally if you're not gonna block, you should attack. And we're definitely gonna, you know, it's a wolf, we're gonna just stop this. Maybe they got something better waiting in the wings, but make them have it. They haven't shown another wolf yet. Well, should we just save? Yeah, let's save it. Because we don't have anything else going on. They're reducing their options, and now Twin Blade plus Nurturing Presence seems quite good. Hello. Should we Wrath first? I don't see how we lose if we just 2-for-1 them right here and then follow up with Blood for one of our lands and Twin Blade and Nurturing Presence next turn. I know I'm tempting the gods by saying that. I don't see how we lose. And it's like, well, let the magic gods show me, right? You don't know why I would? I don't know what you're saying, True. You don't like this play? Yeah, but it completely gets him. You just go with this? Well, it's not do nothing. We can just go Geist Presence and then not worry about this. Well, I'm listening to the chat. True and Mike are questioning it. My instinct is to take 2-for-1s that are offered. But if we don't do it, we start to lose chances for this to be good. We can certainly rummage first, although it takes away the invitation-only play. But sure, we could do that. All right. So this commits me to declining to invitation, but I got to commit to something where it's 0 hourglasses. So I'm going to go with the gang's suggestion. Yeah, maybe I should have held the nurturing. I don't know. And now we're double pupped. There you go. Yeah, maybe I should just wait it on everything, right? Maybe. So I liked the not Wrath. I think that was correct. I don't know if it was correct to also play out weak, but I don't know. How rinky-dinky are you supposed to play it, you know? right. Well, I guess at least let's attack then. No, I'm off of Wrath now. I think we just we do some racing, and if the pups are going to get bigger, but they can't really attack into the spirit. Yeah, sorry, just forgot that for a second. Just thinking about the ground game, the flyer was just kind of a whatever, no-brainer. We're going to hold that for blood potential. Tough, because we have card draw as well. So there's card draw and there's blood. I don't know, there's tension there. Well, if we're going to flood, we can certainly play more lands. Seems like we've still got this. I don't know. I mean, we could do this naming 2, and then the pup stalls at 3, and we can leave a flyer. But how much? Yeah, we swing flyer only. I think we're just getting to a point where we're going to wrath the board and try to recover from that. That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, because there you go. One of them's a Mirror Hall Mimic. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, we should play land. Valorous Stance. Well, that's interesting because now we can take out the actual pup. This will stall at 4, and we can. I would take out the actual pup over the Mimic because the Mimic has a disturb side. If we're going to let one of them sit on the battlefield, let's let it be the one that has graveyard value. Yeah, we could Wrath for 2 and Stance the pup they save. That's another thing. If you're fancy, you take out the Mimic version. Well, let's start with an attack with this flyer. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I'm worried about giving them disturb value. They can't currently do, but yeah, we can do that. All right. Let's. I'm with you. Let's get them either. Well, now it's like I don't want to do it because they can't. Like, chat almost convinced me that it would be correct to do if they did have the double blue, and now I'm sad that they don't. But let's do this, and we'll do it. I guess we do it on their upkeep. Let's try. Hey, there's the other blue. So maybe we get our plan anyway. And if they stick at 2, we get to go sack Spirit, sack Geist, keep Flyer, or maybe we just keep this one. But I think putting the double strike aura on the Spirit, the Flying Spirit, makes a lot of sense to me. In the tank. Or in the bathroom, one or the other. Again! Again! Do it! I'm going to say no blocks here, because, although now we want to do, now we are going to kind of wrath everything, right? But we need them to do the graveyard thing first, right? So I'm just going to say no blocks. There, that's interesting too. Exploit Geist Double Strike Flyer. That's kind of where I was headed anyway. And this is just sitting here doing nothing, right? Although we could, I mean, play the assistant. This gets to attack for one turn at least. But so does this. All right, fine. You eat the 3/3. It's not for 5 though, is it, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. It's for 5 if they don't block, sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's apply Pressure. Good scry. Go away, land. That doesn't suck either. Play land 7. If we draw an 8th land, it's still not enough to do both of these. You want to put the wizard out? Yeah, it's true. I guess we can name a, yeah. The wizard gets safer now, especially because we create a flyer when we cast this that we can use to sack. What are they going to bounce? Take out the token? Yeah, let's take that action, recast it. We play our 4th creature. They can aura up, and we still have a pretty good sequence, and they're out of action, barring a top deck. And we're at 10, so I also got to worry, like, maybe we want to chump. But if we chump, let's do it with the Twin Blade, if we need to. So, or the assistant. I'm still going to send the fly. Oops, not all. No. Still going to send the flyer. And drop the wizard. And try to set up for a very nice spot after this. But it depends on what they draw and what they do. Great. Now, we're going to name 2, and we're going to give up... I guess we just give up our flyer and the Twin Blade, right? I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Oh yeah, we actually make another flyer. We want to do that, right? Yeah. New flyer. I forgot about... Even though I was talking about it, I forgot about that. That's true. Even pumps the Geist. Giving up the double striker to put on the Drake, also a fine line, but I think we save that line for later. All right. Well, you got it for free before, but now it's legit, so...
Thank you. We got one!
The champ is here!
See you, Rob. Wow, Magic's a complicated game. So many different lines there. So many different ways we could have tried to leverage the mechanics at our disposal. We got there, and there were a lot of paths to get there. But what a maze. Well, this is one of the problems with a creature light deck. You can end up with hands like this that you got to figure out if you're keeping. Siphon Essence gives us something to do on 3. I'm not liking either of these for 2. We do get 2 draws to something to do on 2 that we do want to do. I'm going to keep. I have a hard time throwing this back. Perfect mix of lands and some stuff. It sucks that they know about the essence more than anything. I don't think this card's good enough, but it can be good. Oh, you haven't seen this cast yet? I feel like I get this cast on me all the time, and it's like annoying, but very beatable, and it's not great. It's just like one of those things where it's like, boy, that was annoying, and now I'm going to beat you. There you go. 4-lander into 2 lands. Yay, our game. I mean, they know about the essence. I would love to find a chill here, just to have something to do when they play around the essence. This is rough. Something! Please, deck! Alright. That's not what I asked for. We're in the trouble. We knew it was a keep that could hurt us, and it is unfortunately hurting us. But
Your
plenty of
friend
time to
here
recover.
is only mostly dead.
I don't hear Rocket. Is you hearing dog somewhere else? I mean, they have zero reason to do anything here, so I probably just need to wizard. It's really sucky, but it's all we got. I think we actually have to wait a turn here. We can take 5 more to set up stance with an essence backup. It's all we've got. That's really all we've got. Is that? We'll see how that goes. I wasn't going to re-flood meme, but I'll give you at least part 2. How about we'll just go start with part 2.
We will say goodbye to flesh and blood.
Yes, Warfareness, that would be the sequencing there. The thing is they know about it, so we'll see if they attack into the onboard trick. They don't know that the rest of our hand is literally 100% lands. Apparently I have new flood memes, but I'm so behind on my stream maintenance that they are languishing in inboxes. Sorry, Hat. Well, they're certainly doing it, and we certainly have no other choices. Is it something that I'm playing? How do we kill the flyer? Yeah, I think we just had to do this. This looks good. That doesn't. Looks less good. Less good. Little less good. Not blocking, so we're sure attacking. I know, like, please, just do anything. I'll counter the most unplayable creature in the set just to get a blood token here. Sometimes the flood comes so hard, it's just funny. You know, I'm moving on. I don't need this in my life. All right, losers bracket. We're going to beat the crap out of you. Unless the magic gods just want to break my flood meme button. No twos on the play, though. We can chill to recover some tempo. I'm going to keep this. It's a little bit top heavy. Hey, we've been flooding, so it'll work out for us. We're going to hit Quartermaster and Swarm Mana, no problem. Two-drop would be sweet, though. Magic Gods, you've been a little rough on us today. How about a two-drop creature that we're thrilled to play? I was specific, but all right. Looks like we're going to be... okay, land is fine because we have chill plus essence. Well, we essence before we chill here. All right, Oppo in worse shape than us. Well, now I'm going to play the Twin Blade. They're going to drop a land, and we're going to go have a missing Siphon Essence during Shields down. We could also really put him to the test and just go Twin Blade, put Presence on the Twin Blade. Don't love that, though. A little too much exposure to a 2-for-1 in a game where we have an advantage we're trying to press. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a breather by only spending half my mana. But we're kind of getting there on land. That's good. We are curving out to that. We can presence here and hold up both Chill and Siphon. I like that. And the double strike means we don't need to use the Chill yet. Yeah, Quartermaster is going to make a beast out of that Twin Blade. And if they try to creature their way out of this, we've got the Chill. I mean, we've got the Siphon. And if they don't, if they do something else, like, yeah, if they're desperate for land and they spend their turn hunting and don't do anything, we get Chill to clear the attacks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll Quartermaster here while the getting's good. Yes, you deserve that one here. Oh.
All right, everyone, chill.
Well, there you go. It's not been a very great day for Magic the Gathering in the sense that we have really seen the weak side of the game, which is the number of non-games that occur due to the mana system. It's a testament to how brilliant this game is otherwise, and maybe even just straight brilliant. Like, even the mana system, despite its flaws, you could argue is brilliant, but you just get some non-games. We stick with it anyway. Gotta love the double loss bracket in the opposing Mythic. That's all right. We'd be Mythic if we wanted to be. I could be Eddie Van Halen if I wanted to be. I didn't talk about the keep. I just kind of sneaked, but with Twin Blade into Ancestor with any land, I was always going to keep this. Thank you for the sub. 20 months, Scotty. Nice round number. We could bounce that. It's card disadvantage, but setting them back both the mana, the ramp, the fixing, and yeah, Chill does the same thing, I guess. I'm overthinking it. And then we can even hold up Retrieval for our own thing if we want. Let's Chill. You're right. We can then, or we can bounce it later and still have the same effect. Now I like Wizard with Retrieval at the ready. That's pretty cool. I just played the Chill meme, so we're going to leave that off for now. Scattered Thoughts is fine, because we're beaten down pretty hard here, and we have some card draw of our own. So we should be able to match them in the long game attrition if it goes there, and in the short game, we're crushing. Yeah, Wizard hold up Retrieval seems fine. The other option was to do the thing where we set them back on Blossom, but I think this is good. Why not? Why main phase what? What did I main phase? Oh, Chill. I guess I mean, they had blocker, right? I don't know. It's too. We're too far past it now. Choose non-land permanent they control. Return all not chosen away to their owner's hand. Okay, that's not the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just, like I say, it's too far away for me to even think about it anyway. Well, I'm not going to use my retrieval. And I guess we will leave out the most expensive thing. Interesting. Catgeist is like one of the ones I like to actually exploit, but I think we'll wait on that. With 6 mana, we can go... Well, maybe we'll go Kindly, Catgeist, and Retrieval, or just something and then hold up Retrieval. Mike says, bounce their dork, get in, make a spirit, and drop some creatures. That's true. Like, bouncing their dork does add to the board with the wizard. All right, I'll do the Mike line. Let's do Mike's line. I don't think we need to worry about, like, optimizing or, you know, like, making sure we're getting him for 20. We just need to get him from 10 to 0 here. There's a lot of ways to do that. And now we get Catgeist and Twinblade. That's great. And still being able to exploit one of them if we think that's the right play. Big but we've got some action. We can put a point on the, let's see, if we get 2 in the air that are virtual 5, if we spread it around, then they can block the 3 and we get them to 1 with 2 flyers. I think we get them to 1 with 2 flyers, although they have cards and mana, so no guarantees here. But the there's no place to put this, like, we can't put the counter on the wizard and have it matter. Yeah, we could just not send the wizard and then start making flyers. I think we send, it's either send all or send, or hold the Whispering Wizard back. I'm going to start with a Quartermaster. And then we go here. Yeah, we could put it here, and it does force the action, huh? Yeah, all right. That kind of makes me want to just send everything. This is good. Good line, Alexis. Good line. I'm going to play out mana here so we can do as much as we can next turn. Brambleworm gets him some serious life, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. What do we got? We got 5 in the air, but we got the Geist to close it out, so not enough. Oh, Worm has reach. Good point. Never mind. Well, Double Strike kind of forces the issue at least, which we need to do anyway. And that's a must block, so we still get in for 2. And do we have attacks on the ground? If we send... This is a must block in the air. On the ground, if they blocked our biggest, we would get in for 1, 2, 3, and a card, but we would lose the wizard. I don't necessarily think it's worth losing the wizard. Yeah, I like... exploiting the cat makes a lot of sense. So let's start with the air attack. And if we Catgeist doesn't, we can't lay the Disturb on right now, but this color pair isn't good at dealing with our graveyard. Drop Ancestor Exploit next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Since that's why I was doing the math on, like, since we can't actually cast the Catgeist right now, let's set up that play for next turn. And just play the Lifelinker. And I'm continuing to play out lands in case we draw our, like, we have a copy of this Scattered Thoughts that we might want our max land for. So they are at a virtual 9. Let's not forget that. But I do like going ahead and suiting up the... maybe put it on the other flyer. Make both of our flyers different types of threats in the air. Maybe I'm supposed to do the Distracting Geist, though, because I could do this, but we can't cast it, right? It's pretty expensive. So let's stick with the plan. I like the plan. Also, we may draw something off the Assistant anyway. Yeah, there's a pause. This is sorcery speed, right? Yeah, so we're not sure what... Oh, this Brambleworm explains the pause, so we don't know if it's any of those 3 unknown cards. Oh, yeah, Mike figured that out. And yeah, we don't want that, so... That's pretty interesting. But we're going to throw this on the smaller flyer. And do we have go wides? Not really enough, so we're just on flyers still right now. Drop another Twin Blade. All right, so we split it up. That's why I, wanted to have, I didn't want to put all the power on one spirit or we lose that thing and it's super sad. Instead, we still have 2 power in the air, soon to be more. Let's drop our final castable spell. Wow! Well, Distracting Geist is now going to become pretty important. But we don't have anything for now. Double Worm, come on! Yeah, they're kind of at a virtual 17. And this is me just having sent one, too. Just... I mean, not that Oppo's any less landy, but they're casting 7 drops with their mana. Let's see. So we've got to... Yeah, we've got to pin down the Brambleworm and go ahead and put a Geist Aura on one of the flyers. And we'll continue to put it on... Spread Around the Love. Maybe we do want Double Strike. We can think about sending that in, or even the lifelink. Not that that matters. One thing to keep them alive for is that we want to potentially Wrath. Interesting to see a top player leverage some cards we're not used to seeing. They probably just want to redraw it. If they can get there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting choice, right, Mike? But if they're dead, if they don't gain the life and now they're dead, then what did they really gain at all? Like, didn't we just win? Yeah, Oppo just kind of gave us the game. That was really weird. Thanks, Oppo. Flooding our way to victory. Woo! Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was the Hail Mary, but it just made him straight dead. Didn't even buy him a turn, though, right? We just got it? 4 in the air here? Yeah, I also didn't consider what they could do with their mana. I don't know. I assume that player had some reasoning I'm not quite puzzling out. Did they do that before they ever drew, though? Did they have a window to draw before we killed him in the air with what we had on board? That's what I don't understand. Okay, maybe that was the thing. Yeah, it was probably the chance of the witness, and that they just took a Hail Mary on the witness and it didn't work. Okay, yeah, so then that's it. That's the part I didn't quite get. I haven't seen the witness card played much. All right, made it halfway. 3 wins. That's that toe hold on 1,000 gems and knowing you're at least 500 that I really like. And then the 4th win is the sweet spot, though. You're above 500 guaranteed, and you're basically at profit when you take into account the gold grind on the day. We're on going first. We have not much of a hand, but we do have a Wrath. I'm going to keep on that strength. Yeah, we'll see if they play into this or not. But, I mean, next turn we're going to Scattered Thoughts, although it's instant. Great, so we get to do that at the end of their turn. Yeah, I should have thought about that, especially with the Wrath, like trying to rope-a-dope into Wrath. That's a totally reasonable line to have taken. My heuristic of spread out your mana took over, though. All right, we got some instant speed action either way. I also don't hate them not advancing their game while we didn't have anything to do on our 3rd turn. Like, that's fine. And we're going to let that happen and chill it. Because I don't really have room to put, you know, draw too much anyway. We could go Thoughts. And we'd just be at 7. Then we go, it would be fine. We have room. We do have room. I just like the idea of tapping down the Geist to get him to commit more without us taking damage. If we do Thoughts, we're probably taking damage from the Geist. But we can chill if that's the case. All right, let's do that because we have chill backup. And I think I want 1 land, and we probably want that Quartermaster for later. So let's take Island and Quartermaster out of these. And then we'll chill on their turn. See if they do any humans pre. And the chill is good because then it says, look, we're just trying to control you with tempo cards like chill. That's what's happening here, Oppo. Tempo cards like chill. That's all. Pay no... Don't worry.
All right, everyone. Chill.
You should play more creatures out, for sure. For sure. You got all that colors. What are you going to do with it? You should make creatures. Excellent. Do we just sweep him? Is a 3-for-1 good enough here? Let's see what we draw. With this hand behind, we should probably not be greedy, right? Just we wipe the board, and then it's our 4 cards versus their 4 cards. That's pretty, we're in a good spot with that. And I don't know if they commit anymore. So yeah, let's do it. That's interesting, Rob. We do blow out with stance. I think we just... I'm not going to be greedy, though. Except I'm going to be greedy enough to choose 13 again. This is a fun Wrath. Come on. Fun in this... Like, it's not just a straightforward, do we fire this off now or not? Being able to Wrath a number of creatures between 0 and 13 is a really nice design and quite powerful for only 1 more mana than the classic Wrath. I assume you're going with save our own thing and I don't know, but it's sacrifice, so I'm not sure what the blowout was. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. How about... Yeah, they made a nice recovery. I don't know. It was no, like, it was a 3-for-1, but they're in a good spot. They're in a good spot. Oh yeah, I just wanted to take the blood kill. Sure. What are we doing here on 7 though? I could go Geist Quartermaster. It's not full value, but it's pretty good. Yeah, maybe this is the clean curve, but swarm into this. Let's do swarm. Yeah, I think I'm worrying too much about 1 mana of efficiency when next turn actually making this a 5/5 is great. Maybe there's a case for hold the Quartermaster, go Geist, Presence, and hold up Valorous Stance to protect. Just really get an Air Force going and then Quartermaster it. That's another line. It keeps a 3/3 flyer off the board for 1 turn longer. It's a good attack, although interesting that they're sending this but not this. Frequently means that the toughness matters in whatever trick they've got going, which if it was +2/+2 could be the case. So kind of smacks of a +2/+2. But I'm going to pass and not take it. I mean, I'm going to take it and not take the bait, is what I mean about take. If it was Witch's Web, though, that's +3, and I think they send... Oh, yeah, they might not... Witch's Web also would be a reason not to. So any of those green pump spells both are in that camp of... Blossom can attack, this can't. Without it being a 2-for-1. Mana has been generally flooding us today, but sometimes that's been fine. Right now we have a lot to do. I kind of like the Valorous Stance up because we know they have this trick. We could potentially blow out their trick. 2-for-1. I like holding up Stance for their trick for sure, which probably means we're not Quartermastering this turn because that only leaves us with 3. So then let's go Geist. Or sorry, Presence. We want Presence first and then Geist, right? Presence on the Swarm and then Geist? Don't we want... I think we want Presence on the Swarm, not the Geist. And we are attacking. Yeah, I'm going to attack. Because we're leaving the Valorous stance up, so we've got good plans. We can chump if we need to. Let's see, we want to target ourselves if we are good on that. Yeah, chump with Geist is great here, right? So that's such a scary chump. Yeah, finally, we flooded into the yard for once. So definitely blocking with Geist here. There's certainly removal, especially now with 2 swamps that can get around a Valorous stance. Bleed Dry would do that, but we're going to make them have it. And really just go for the... Yeah, they don't have to pump, but that's okay. We could make them, we could double block, and then they'd have to, but I don't even care. I think we just want to threaten our air win. You don't like, you like the double block to make them? Yeah, but then I like having another chump to keep... this is fine. This is fine. He said with his room on fire. I don't know. We might. Let's see. Let's find out. We need to get... this needs to become 7. If we can get to 7 here, we've got it. And we can do that from this... Plus... Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. If they don't have anything. Don't we? Hold on. But doesn't it make one? I thought nurturing... Maybe I need to read nurturing presence. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking... I just mishad what nurturing presence did in my head. So now we're gonna leave this back for chumps. And yeah, Brinecomber is probably what I was thinking of. And then, do we need Valorous stance on D here? We got hourglasses, we should use them. I think we need to threaten in the air. And so that's all we've got, really, is Quartermaster and hope that we survive to block. It's, yeah, I know, we're dead to so much that I don't like our chances here, but we got to get them next turn if we are going to live, so let's go ahead and Quartermaster, pile on with the Swarm. And see... Oh, wait, is this... I think we're 1 short, right? Look at that. Get him to 1. But 1 is not 0. Yeah, there's a lot of retrospect here, but now I'm on this plan and we cross fingers. Sure, a lot of cards to fade here. In fact, I think they have removal, and they're just like, wait, I've got it. Although they didn't do it, like, if they had removal that was instant speed, they would have used it at end of turn. So maybe we're not dead?
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Thank you, Nikolai. There we go. Now we're dead. Well, Nikolai's gang is showing up right at the end of my stream here. We had to take a chance there. Oh, we're not dead? Wait. How are we not dead? Yeah, we're dead. The drain there from the witch. Yeah, that game was pretty winnable. I think I found a way to lose that one, you know. Oh, yeah, also, as Alexis points out, we know that they've had we knew they had pump whole game, so in fact, me thinking that we had any chance should have gone out the window in considering that we absolutely knew they had pump. They attacked early in the game in a way that was only explained by having a green pump spell. So, yeah, one more mana. I don't think I missed any land drops. I think I played every land So, it wasn't... We needed 10 mana. We just didn't have it by turn 10. Ah, well. Yeah, again, I believe that game was quite... if not winnable, stretchable. That we could have made that game go longer, but I screwed it up. Magic's hard. I had fun. Really, streaming has helped me with that. I can get pretty tilty, as my family knows, especially, like, I don't know if Gar's still around, but, like, losing to bad cards, but especially bad cards in the hands of a player I feel is worse than me, is really hard for me not to tilt. But making my own mistakes against a good player doing good things is Magic being Magic, and is being Magic in the way that I like. Losing there, as hard as it is to acknowledge, or, you know, as tough as it is for my pride to acknowledge that that game could have been played better and we could have at least extended it, is tough, but that's a better, fun result. It's a why we play result, as opposed to winning or losing purely to screw. So, yeah, I've kind of gotten over that, Arstall. I like... That's why I've gotten pretty good. I can fade the variance beats that are just mana based, and I can fade the, well, I screwed up. I mean, what do you want, Ryan? This is a game of skill, and you screwed up and you lost, and that's the way that cookie crumbled. Learn something from it. Both of those are okay. It's really when I don't screw up, but am still... And it's not completely screw or flood. It's just things are coming in just the right way for Oppo, and their garbage cards are getting me. That's the thing I still just... I twist in the wind when that happens to me. But other than that, I've been pretty good. That's something I've worked on over the years. Ryan at 50 here. I'm going to be 50 in April. Is way more mellow and easygoing about losing games than Ryan was at 30, you know? Yeah, sometimes you flood but still need every drop. We were one drop short, as it turns out. But here we go, we'll claim it. I think we went 3-3 yesterday, so we're just kind of 500 on the week here. Not super impressive, but we're also up in the high platinum, low diamond, and sometimes low mythic level, so the competition is squeezing us towards 50% anyway. And yeah, I'm gonna keep being tilty until I'm no longer with y'all on this earth, but I'm gonna keep working on it until then too. That's all I can do. Thanks for hanging out, YouTube friends. We'll catch you the next one.